Oh man, when that happened, um, that was a very good question. When that happened, and everything shut down, it brought a serious reality check on the things that we had been told to prepare for, the future, the times when you're possibly ill and can't work or what have you. All of that ran across your mind because at that point in time, you were actually dealing with not working. You were out there dealing with the fact that the unknown. So it was no different than having a major illness and couldn't work. Or it was no difference than having no jobs available to work or what have you, because you
Mhm.
were stuck with the rest of the world. And then you could do one or two things. You could create and take the tragic situation that you're going through and write from there within everything that you were dealing with within man. And you could do that or swallow. I wanted to take these lemons and make lemonade. Sugar free, I might add. No, I'm just joking. Sugar free lemonade is horrible. But yeah, it's done in a situation where you can take things and make it better though, And I just chose to use it that way. I got a lot more writing done. I got television shows scripted out. I got productions done at my company. I took it to a different level. So it actually helped me focus and zero in better as opposed to, you know, getting up, waking and going to do a show and coming back and just enjoying the moment. Now every moment is the moment. Every second is the moment. You catch that, you catch that, you grasp everything. Even without that, dealing with cancer, I catch every second that I can and I take it in. And anytime I hit the stage, it could be my last time. I don't never know. But
Mhm.
I do know that when I leave, whoever saw me, I want them to go, that was the best I've ever seen in my life. And that's what's
Absolutely.
going to happen at the end of this. Like I do little things throughout the week here, but on the last night when we leave, I will set myself apart. That's what and people remember, and that's all I have. They remember, hey, he was great at what he did. That's all you can ask for. He was a good person, great at what he did. And I ain't always been good. Sometimes people cut me out in traffic. You don't think I never went to church again. You be like, that's the dude that did that with the opera and wheel. Yeah, that's him. I thought he was saved. I thought he was saved.
Now you've done so many things to transfer your comedic skills just to another different industry.
Mhm,
How, when you did that change, and
mhm.
made that go moment in your life, what was that feeling for you when you had to make the change to do something different because you were going through so much, there was so much going on around you, and to step into that other field and you kind of making that bold step in the dark to know, okay, I'm going to change to scripts and shows and things of that nature. What was that process like for you in that moment?
Well, I didn't look at it as a change. I look at it, I had to complete because I was already doing it, but I had just kind of got lazy with it. And I just stepped it up and I took it serious. And I looked at it as another avenue of what I'm going to be doing. I expanded on, as I put it to myself, I expanded on me and what I could do. And instead of keeping it all to myself, it's a lot of things, that I could do. But a lot of things that people don't know I can do. I was an art major. I cut my own commercials whenever I'm getting ready to go do a show because I know how I want to be presented.
Mm.
My logo that I have, I did that. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. The way I'll send it to you guys. But my point is, I was wasting talent that I had been given, and it was just sitting there rotting away. So when I had that thought, I was like, you know, God gives you talent, and I've heard that saying that if you don't use it, don't take it away. So I started using it, and I try to use it in a different way because knowing that I have cancer and knowing that it's, you know, and then had a car accident, really bad one. Yeah, right before the pandemic hit, and with all of that stuff going on, you know, it still to this day it takes so much out of me to do just one show. Every night, if I do one show, I pay for it for like at least 24 to 48 hours. And it's just, it's a rough thing to do. So I try to look at life in a different way now, that every single step that I take is important, because every single step after that could be my last. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be, but you know, and I speak life. However, you know, sometimes your body can only take so much, you know. So, but I've been swinging away. I lost a lot of weight, you know. I went from looking like Lester to a chocolate Fraggle looking mother, and now I'm trying to get it. And I've been noticing something, like these little infants be looking at me like they just saw my picture on the billboard in heaven saying coming soon. They be looking at me like, dude, that's him. You gotta.
I love your humor. Like your humor, like they always say, laughter is good for the soul. But you will, that laughter, that feeling, that you always ask them when was the last time you laughed uncontrollably. They're gonna look at you like, what you mean? Like we get so wrapped up in the day-to-day life, we don't think about taking time to experience what it is right now. That's part of just being. What are some other ways that you find to stay grounded and keep your mind grounded in peace?
My family. They my son, you know, he was a big important part of that, and I wanted to leave something behind for him. My ex-wife, friends, family, you know, it was just they all keep me centered. You see what I mean? And it keeps me from being caught up in myself, you know. And then I have to always remind myself too, you know, I'm not the only entertainer in the family. You know, my brother is huge. You know, JB is huge now, man. I'm so proud of him. You know, JB Smooth.
I love JB Smooth.
Yeah.
But and the one thing I love to see him and his wife. Just the love, like when you see it in his eyes, you be like, he loves. I mean, we love to see that as a community because we don't see it often. But I also love the fact that you mentioned your ex-wife, because a lot of people, they see an ex-wife, they don't see them as forever family. Like y'all became family forever.
Yeah. You know, we, like anybody else, you know, have our disagreements and see things in a different way. That's why you're not married anymore. And but you always know this person gave me my son. This person helped deliver my son. This person helped raise my son. This person has had his back as well as yours throughout the life, and she's been through a lot. So all the respect is due. You know, if I could just hand her $1 million and say thank you, I would. But I would have to have like 100 million to do that though, because I ain't gonna just give $1 million. I was like, damn, that would be tough. I would be done. Like, whatever. If they say give back, they be like, hell no.
Now, if you could take a step back in time to your 25-year-old self, what are 3 things you would tell yourself?
Oh man. Enjoy your father because he only has a year. Be a much better husband whenever you do get married. And don't look at money as a motivating factor as far as when you're married. Spend time with your family. 3, eat. I know it's gonna sound weird, but eat vegan right away because that's the key to you surviving. Because without it, you know, because it's not, well, it's not cancer and all these other diseases you hear people tell you it's hereditary. That's not true. It's what we eat. It's traditional. It was proven by certain people that it's traditional. It's passed down. We don't have, a lot of us don't have the same DNA. A lot of us don't have the same reactions to allergies or what have you. But one thing that we do have is food and recipes that has been passed down from generation to generation. And with this being said, we don't educate ourselves on what is killing us. And for the longest, I didn't want to go vegan because nothing tastes the same at the time. I was like, I can't do this. But then they started coming out with, like, you know, plant-based chicken and Beyond Meat. Not the Impossible, because I can't. Sorry, Impossible. It's just I can't do. But the Beyond Meat, the plant-based for life chicken, stuff like that, and then seasoning. It's all of your seasoning. You ever taste chicken by itself without seasoning? That's nasty as hell. You're like, what is it? You know?
Yeah.
That's just like when cook. You'll be like, wow, ain't no food. You know, so, but you season your plant-based food, it's gonna taste just like the real thing. It's how you season it.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, this got to be nasty. You know, when people think about it, it's like, but that's what our thought. Like, we got to make this total food change, and then when we experience it, we don't experience it the right way, and then it's like, ooh, I would, but that's nasty. And it's like, that's our first impression, either because of, you know, we got eye candy. Everybody love a little eye candy. And so if the food is still into your eye, your senses is like, what you about to do? Anybody told you we're not eating that. And but the whole thing of knowing how, you know, have you ever thought about doing a cookbook?
I thought about that, but see, I'd be eating everything. They'd be like, "Dog, he got the worst cooking show. He ate everything." But it's 4:20 and we were trying to cook at the same time. That don't go together. I wouldn't mind doing a cookbook. That would be cool. That would be fun. Have a cooking show. I did have an idea for a show that would be dope. It'll involve churches and children and other people. It will be really dope. It will be real dope. I think that would be a cool idea. Fun.
Because we need so many ways. We enjoy food. Yeah,
I'm always thinking about
community brings us together. It's part of our love for our community. And then if you have ideas that y'all can love on each other in a healthier way, and it's good, you know, and introducing those experiences that you have had to show us, like, listen, it's possible. Taste this right here.
Exactly, I'm with you on that. And it's another thing that I have done. I gave my deadline, and I need to talk. I need to be able to, if we can wake Biden up, because he be sleep all the time. Yeah. Oh, Joe, you be like, Joe, oh, man, we live. Oh man, oh my God. You know? So what I'm trying to do, is, I want to talk to somebody in this administration or any administration. I have a plan that can get all the homeless people shelter and off the grid within a week. All it takes is 1 week to do this, and everybody be straight. Everybody, I have them in one state or other states with the little tiny houses, and all of this can be done with just everybody getting $1 from everybody. $1 from everybody nationwide, and we can wipe it out. Wipe it out in 1 week. I've done the numbers. I looked at the house, and I even looked at what it would be plumbing, because they're so tiny that, you know, I had to have a little bitty different plumbing in there, because you don't want to put kids in danger, because there's a lot of families out there. So you want them to have to go use a public, and Corona out there. Nobody want to go use no public restaurant. I don't even like using one at the house. My son did it now. I'll be like, use yours. Cut that off. And so it's like, you want to make sure that they have a secure place. And if we did it the way I want to do it in 1 week, that's what you go down the highways in California, you see the kids and the families laid all up under their tent. There's no reason for that. A lot of those people got homeless because they made a bad decision or a bad choice, or just had some bad luck happen, or got laid off, or the pandemic. We don't know what the reason was, but the thing is, we shouldn't care what the reason is. We should care about how to get them back on their feet.
That's right.
And that would help. And with this community that I'm talking about building, they have stores within that community that they can work in, and they'll have vested stock inside their store. That's going to guarantee that they will never go broke again. And it's going to keep feeding. And the more they work, the more it's going to feed their own community. They'll probably end up being one of the richest communities within 20 years. But it's a way to do it. It's a way to do it. So we get it. If anybody out there can get a hold of him, or anybody in that can, what's our vice president name? I'm home. I said it later. Kamala. I've messed her name up. I've been messing it up, man. I'm home. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, what's your name? I kept calling her Miss Lady. Miss Lady. Miss First Lady. Not the first.
Listen, but that's how we do. I call everybody sweetie. I call everybody sweetie because I'm bad with names. Everybody's sweetie. I'm gonna remember your face, but when I see you, hey sweetie, how you doing? Your name is not one.
Yep. So that's why I be telling. That's what we gotta do to Kamala when we see her. I'm be like, oh, hey, sweet. She go like, you still call me Miss Lady? I know your name now because she helped me. Your name's Sweetie. And they gonna be me too moving me. They gonna be like,
so that's right.
He keep calling me Vice President Sweetie. But I think we can make all of that happen, man. We can get these people off the street. That'll be up there. That is one of my life goals. My daughter, I want to make sure that she never had to work another day in her life, because I have not been in her life the way I should have. So I want to make sure I make up for all of that. And that's one of my plans too. Yeah. So I'm that's in the back of my mind,
Absolutely.
That's in the back of my mind. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna definitely do that. So as long as I don't, die at first, that would be horrible, especially for me. I'm like, damn, I was doing so well.
I mean, but that's real. Yeah, that's real. A lot of people have been talking about the Willie Lynch letter lately, and how that separation and what between our men and our women, so that's real. We need to be able to have that. We need to be able to have our men to be seen as powerful. And it's nothing wrong with being a powerful woman, but we got to have power across the board so that we're stronger as a community.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree with that. I'm sorry. These little bugs here in St. Thomas acting a fool. They was like, hey, can we sit down? No, you see what I'm saying, man? I'm trying to fan them real discreetly. But one guy like, I don't even know what kind of bug it was, but I wasn't gonna let him bite me. That would have been bad. They were like, what bit you? I have no idea what that was. I was hollering. I would have been hollering. I smelled that bug like I was Will Smith. Oh, she shot again. Look at me go bad. The Lord not be pleased with me. It's just too much fun.
Oh man, you're super dope.
Oh man, no, y'all are great. Y'all are great.
I do got to get this from you. They would like you to say, Lester, if you could say, ask everybody to tune in for the Stomp the City Iconic Awards. That's July 23rd in Memphis, Tennessee.
It's called what now?
Okay, it's called Stomp the City Iconic Awards.
I know. I was just being silly. I'm so immature. I know I'm childish. I'm childish as hell. I apologize. But we got to tell everybody, tune in for Stomp the City Iconic Awards, July 23rd in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Cannon Center, hosted by somebody else and me. We got star-studded guests. It could be Denzel Washington, Barack Obama. Okay, he might not be there, but Oprah, she ain't gonna be there. Let's list all the people that ain't coming.
They there in spirit. Stop it. They are there in spirit.
They there in spirit. Yeah. Let's name some other people that ain't coming. Let's see. No, I'm just joking. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be crunk. We're gonna have a good time. No, it's gonna be a nice cast of people there, and it's gonna be fun. Last year I did it. It was cool, but this year they're taking it to another level, and I see they're really going out. And look, Mike gained a little weight too, man. He's trying to lose and gain at the same time. He looked just like Oprah when she drugged that meat out that time. I remember.
You know what?
So he again and lost it and found it again. That's how you do it. You be laying high and go see with it way. Come on.
No.
My hair standing all up on my head, man.
We can't tell, but now that you pointed it out.
Yeah, it was doing this hair. Man, it was funny. I was like, come on, hair, man.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I think it's going to continue every year after this. So it's going to be star-studded people. It's a lot of people. Cliff Powell's going to be there. Cliff is one of my favorite dudes, man. I hadn't seen Cliff in so long. He played Pinky. Y'all remember Pinky and Fridays. How many Fridays was it? It's about 30 Fridays, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 4 at least, I believe, man.
Do that. They have a chance. Can't they do Saturday or Thursday night? We got to keep doing Friday. What's happening? Why about Wednesday morning? Let's do Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, be here.
Make me spill my yak. I almost spilled my yak.
Thank you, man. I was watching that show. He was on. Your guy from Family Business. Golly, I'm horrible with names, but he's going to be there. I watched that show. I'm so mad that season 4 ain't came. It's 2 shows that 3. I like Our Kind of People, Family Business, and P-Valley. I know I can't help it, but it was a good show, man. I look at it for the content.
I know why you're watching it. I got you. I already know. So you see the other stuff, you get up and walk away and come back. That's
an actual place in Memphis.
Wow.
It's right off of 3rd Street. Yes, Chuckalisa, Valley. We grew up going down there. We used to go there in the cars, trying to look and see the women walking around because we were kids. We was like, ooh, her special purpose is out. And it's kind of for sale. One lady had a clearance. I was like, what's your name, Jade? Miss Community.
What we gonna do?
Yet another cheap shot. Really? I'm so sorry. I should be here. No, you're right. I ain't sorry. I want y'all to replay this. Put this is going viral. No, I'm not. It's gonna be breaking it down, they're gonna be like, here he is, there's the cheap shot at Jay. Let's rewind it one more time. There he is. He's coming in. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm going to behave now. I've done a lot better.
I want to know if you and your brother JB Smooth was in the versus battle, who would win? Who would take the crown?
Oh man, Jay is crafty and clever, and you know I'm real raw. And he's good. I don't know. I would give the edge to him because of how clever he is, and you know. Me, I go for the jugular. So people be like, wait a minute, hold on, time out. Hold on, guys. He's supposed to say that, right? We can say. So we, you know, well, he's very clever with his, and he's super intelligent. He's actually one of my favorite comedians, man. He's in my top 5. And I'm not just saying that because he's my brother, he's in my top 5. Top 5 all time. And that's hard. That's hard to crack.
Now I got a question though. What if it was like an Iron Chef? The comedy of it, the comic of it, versus, and y'all had to do vegan dishes. Now, who cooked better, you or JB Smooth? Because you know we done seen him cook, and his food was good.
Jay can cook, and Jay is vegan too. You see, but I would wear Jay out and cook it. I'm real good. I'm good, man. They gonna be me and Paula Dean. I'm just joking. I don't like her. I'm fine. I'm like, I know you're working with me. I know you're working with me.
I'm so under
No, cooking, I think I got the edge on that. Now, stand up, if we were both going, again, Jay is very clever, and I'm kind of raw. So it depends on the style you like. If you like clever, you know, I'm clever raw. Look at that. They was like, wow, he put some thought behind those choice words. You know?
Oh my goodness.
I can imagine y'all household, man. I know that was crazy.
When they moved to, when we moved to LA together, man, that was probably the funnest time in my life because we were both grown and we were living near the airport. He talks about this from time to time. And man, every day was like a comedy show. And Carl Lewis made the mistake of singing the national anthem, and both of us was at the house and watched that. Oh, that went horribly wrong. Have y'all ever seen it? If you have not, take your time to stop right now and Google Carl Lewis singing the national anthem. It is hands down, by far, the worst ever. I've seen people destroy the national anthem, rightfully so, because I heard the whole song. But Carl Lewis, he didn't even try with it, so he thought he was doing good. And then when he messed up, he was like, uh-oh. And I was like, yeah, everybody was going, uh-oh. Even Jordan, they was, you know, people laughing. I was dying. It was horrible. I was like, man, that was the worst. The worst. And we still haven't left it. We supposed to think all about it. This ain't nothing but soul blank.
Oh God, I would love to see you and your brother go up against like Sean and Marlon Wayans or something like that. Damon and
yeah, we gotta make a movie together. I keep telling myself we gotta make a movie together because maybe he'll do wrong too with me. Yeah, they gonna have me play the Reverend do wrong. I was like, come on, man. It was a perfect fit.
Listen, a movie in the cookbook. Listen, a movie in the cookbook by the Smooth Brothers.
That'd be the name of the movie. A movie in the cookbook. They'd be like, wow. People believe in you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll smell food. You will learn how to make a tricep roll.
Oh God. I can so feel that essence of while drinking your juice, don't drink your juice while in the hood. Like that whole vibe, like Marlon's head. I can feel that movie. Your movie would be the same way. Do we have a problem?
That would be hilarious, man. I would enjoy that. That would be fun. Jay is he's silly as hell though. He is. He's one of my favorite people to hang out. Him, I used to love Robin Williams. I was the reason though. Me, Robin Williams, George Wallace, and Don Knotts all July the 21st. Yeah, I talked to George day before yesterday, and he's in Atlanta right now. We used to do a show out in Vegas all the time, man, especially on that date. And I miss now that Robin's gone. It's kind of like a void. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But George still. Yeah, man, George is still here, so I want to do some stuff with him while we're blessed to still have him. I don't like saying how he feels, like he on a, like a little hourglass going down. I don't want to make him feel like that, That's sort of like, when Don D.C. Curry and John Witherspoon, who I had just talked to John before he died, like 3 days before he died. And then I talked to D.C. I said, did you talk to John? He said, yeah. I said, you think he was surprised that he was dead? No, I'm for real. And DC said, yeah, he was surprised as hell. He said, because I was like trying to say, did he show any signs or, you know what I mean? But I didn't know how to say it. But, I did, but it didn't come out right. It came out like that. It came out like, But I was like, was he okay? You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, he was very surprised. I mean, when you be? Like, one day I'm going to the mall, next minute, wow. It's another thing started with it, So I was like, man. I got to make everything count for it. I feel like Nipsey, but not the one that got shot. Nipsey let those people get too close. You like that dude, man. I'm still mad about that dude, man. I'm mad about whatever happened with that situation?
He's still in jail waiting on trial.
He still ain't had a trial?
Still ain't had a trial.
Oh man. He is not had a trial, man. Even the people that did that to George Floyd and had their trial, they still ain't happening.
Remember Christopher Daughtery out there, he tried to take the case and they threatened him to death. He got off that case real quick.
He was like, I ain't gonna do that. I've been through this already.
Look, I live in California.
He said, why don't you call the guy to be in the Zimmerman? And I'm looking for it. That's what I'm gonna save up some money. I said, listen, I need y'all to take care of this thing.
Wait, is he in jail too? Wait, he in jail too?
Is it? Zimmerman?
Didn't he go to jail?
No, last time he went to Texas.
Because we talked when I saw him and he was going to court about doing this, same thing. But I was like, how you see karma, how karma comes around, because now you going to jail for something else. But I think he's in jail. Gotta look into that, but I think.
If he is, I'm going to put $100 on someone's book. No, I'm just kidding.
No way.
Never do that. They're like, excuse me, there's a problem there. No, he's short.
Look, here's these Skittles and iced tea.
Make sure he has to sit down to keep him down.
Send him a pack of Skittles and iced tea. Remember me? I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Man, what's your social media, man? How to get in contact with you and reach out and build with you, laugh and come
Okay, my bad, man. I got to do a better job on that. I haven't been on that joke. I'm just, I got tired of toxic thing. And TikTok, my bad. Facebook and InstaChat, man. Be out. My Facebook is comedian Lester Bibbs. My Instagram, I think, is the sign. Ignore. I had to, people were trying to call in. Sorry about that. But my Facebook is Lester Bibbs. Instagram is same thing, Lester Bibbs. Comedian Lester Bibbs. I'm sorry. I think they might have put that on there. But I'm going to start uploading content. I just didn't want to give away stuff for free. I was like, and I'm not here. Like, I want to do that. I'll give them the little clips of different shows. And stuff. But we're having funny moments. What I'll do is this: we'll just put up little excerpts from here about me talking about Jada and her tweety.
You know what?
Tweety. I know that's what they say. They be like, oh. It's like taking a Band-Aid off a sore. I'm like, wow, it didn't heal properly. Anyway. Okay. Yeah.
Oh God. Well, I'd like to ask for two more shout outs before we get out of here. If you could, the first one is I'm GeHolla, and my show is called My Celebrity Life. If you could just let the people know that you're on My Celebrity Life with GeHolla, I appreciate you.
Okay, you're on My Celebrity Life with Ge Holla and your boy Lester Bibbs. I wasn't supposed to say that part, but I did. Look at me.
No, you did that perfect. You did that perfect. Add yourself in. I'm down with you, man. I'm Team Bibbs. You feel what I'm saying? Lisa, let him know maybe so he can give you a quick drop too. You know.
Absolutely. I actually have two shows. I have Let's Chat Radio and Hardcore Grind.
Hardcore Grind and Let's Chat Radio. My tail, the Lord feeds you. Okay. I'll be like, you're listening to Naughty Radio with Lisa.
Yeah, just pick one.
Oh, sorry about that. All right, y'all. You're live with Lisa. This is your boy Lester Bibbs hanging out with Lisa on a Hardcore Grind. I almost said Naughty Radio by mistake because we've been acting like that. I am so sorry, Lisa. I'm bad. You see where my mind is. Old people, once you get past 55, you think about that a lot because you don't get that a lot. Look at that, go back. It's wrinkles. It's wrinkles. You need an iron. You catch it flat a lot too. You be like, it's flat. You be like, give me a minute. Pump it up. No, it can't. No, thank you. Okay. Sorry, Lisa.
Oh God. Oh God, my throat hurt.
We are finally starting to move. We are starting to leave the little struggling island of St. Thomas. I mean, the island of St. Thomas.
You said struggling island.
But I'm trying to get the hell out. I'm like, thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. They'll be like, you come back? No, we good. We good. I mean, I just don't want to get up. No, it's cool. It's St. Thomas nice. St. Martin's nice. I like them both. I can't think of too many places that we have went that I did not like. You know, it's beautiful places. Can I do this? How do you flip this? Do you flip this on Amazon? How do you do it? I'm old. Oh, don't look at that. That goes. No, that is not it. Oh, look who it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. All right, we're gonna have to do it this way. Let's do it like Little Mississippi. Yeah. We are leaving the island right now, and
Nice.
it is beautiful, isn't it? Wow. And this is in the U.S., so you don't need a passport to come in. All you need is a Waffle House certificate and 2 grapes. Hey, how y'all doing? All right, I'm doing a live interview. These are nice people. See. Now we got to get a form release.
Ready for the Coming to America. Welcome, my neighbors. Yes, you too.
Oh, that is so man, it has been so cool. It has been a wonderful time. It's cool, man. You know, I got off to get me a t-shirt.
Too funny.
Definitely want to thank you for your time, your space, your energy. You cruising, you relaxing, and spending time with us, and we appreciate that.
Did we lose him?
Uh-oh.
Let's give him a few minutes. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Alicia. You did an amazing job. You're awesome. You're dope. Tell us your social media, how people get in contact with you.
Absolutely. I'm Alicia on all social media platforms. You can also find me at Hardcore Grind Magazine and Let's Chat Radio. It's a pleasure. Thank you so very much, GeHolla.
Hey, you're welcome. Always welcome.
There you go.
He probably got a call. All right, my brother, we ain't gonna hold you too much longer. We just want to thank you for being on the show today.
I didn't know what happened. Oh man, I'll be back again. We'll always hang out.
Hey, please do.
I appreciate it. Have a wonderful time.
Long live and good health to you, my brother. May your body begin to heal, and all your ancestors and your spirits and whatever you may believe in, God, come in and repair everything, that went wrong by being down here on this earth, putting all these toxins in our bodies and not knowing. May all that become on the reverse, and you stand up strong and tall, man. We see you forever. As long as you want to live here, as long as you're here spitting comedy, being who you are, we'll definitely support you. And you are a real, true king and a real, true soldier. And I salute you, man, and thank you so much for being on this planet with us, rocking with us, and making us laugh all this time. You got any final words, Alicia, before we go? Alicia, you got any final words?
No, not at all. I loved it. I love his energy, and honestly, I just feel he gonna go many places, but he ain't going nowhere. He gonna be here till he not here. And that's probably gonna be longer than a lot of people. I love this. I'm waiting for that cookbook. I know he said that would be nice. I'm waiting on it. You can have that. I'm
gonna have to call every day, and I'm gonna go. Okay, Lisa, this recipe number 2. Wow.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna have no coin for it. I don't want no coin for it. I just need you to put it out so that I can learn how to eat better. Crazy nasty. Maybe
they have some dope recipes out there. I tell you what, I got you. You'll be like, what? And it's that Beyond Chicken. It's another one, not Beyond Chicken. It's called something else. Man, it is. Man, I was like, they act so light skin making this.
I'm waiting on the cookbook and I'm waiting on the new show. That's what I'm waiting on. But I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. All right. We out, y'all. Holla, holla. That is the man, you know what I'm saying? Let Mr. Lester Bibbs doing his thing.